Is it a particular side mission or challenge mission I should select?
Well, I don't think there's a particular one. Construction side, I will say, has less of the mechanics in it, as far as because there aren't any like security doors that we can crack through. But yeah, so maybe let's just dodge construction site for now. But any of the other three is fine. And I'm actually really excited to play with you today because we just got this version 0.2 patch up, where like some of the stuff is supposed to be way more badass, so I can't wait to see if we just get murdered horribly by the AI and stuff.
They're gonna be super robots instead of dudes.
yeah, they're just getting a little bit more. They're getting smarter by the day, you know.
And should we do cleaner, exfil, or smash and grab?
I would say smash and grab, just because it's, again, I think we should probably do smash and grab, like you should see it on both ends, because it's the one, again, that has the most collaborative mechanics. Awesome. Because I have basically, well, I'll explain it as we go, but I have these map markers that tell me where the loot is that we need to pick up, and you don't have any of that information, so it's cool for that. Now, after you go through into the loadout, are you there now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You
I can be 90s punk or badass assassin.
Yeah, basically. Well, okay, so I'll explain the two outfits a little bit for you.
I love it.
Obviously, the Covert Ops one is like a tactical outfit. You know, it's got a bulletproof vest. It's got spaces for extra ammo, like extra clips, extra space for gadgets and grenades, that kind of stuff. And basically, if bad guys see you with that, they're not gonna assume that you're a normal person,
right?
You know,
because who wears a combat vest?
It's not very legal
when they're just walking to take some money out of a bank, right?
Exactly, and you know, with a gun strapped to your hip and all that kind of stuff. So when you pick that one, you know, if you just swap it back and forth, you can see like there's 3 extra ammo slots, 3 extra gadget grenade slots, and then also it has like a lower stealth rating. Yeah. And so what that basically means is that the AI, the guards and stuff, will not kind of brush you off. They'll always be
in your face.
Well, they'll always start to get alerted from you.
Okay.
In a different way that, like, in the low profile outfit, as the detection meter goes up, it's going to go up like slower because you're in casual wear. So
awesome.
It doesn't, you know, you don't look like necessarily a threat unless you got your gun out. The other thing is we have these like public spaces and we've got these restricted spaces.
Yeah.
In the levels, and when you're in a public space in the low profile outfit and no gun out, then you're not supposed to draw really any attention to you either. So it gives you the opportunity to kind of move around a bit. Now you'll be able to see that in some of the levels here in this game, or you should be able to. But where it really is going to play out is that because the game is really it's a spy thriller is kind of the genre that we're going for.
Yep.
We wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity for players to be able to walk up to people and like con their way into places, you know, like do the social engineering stuff that, you know, that most hacking is really based on. It's like, you know, tricking people into giving you stuff that they shouldn't, like passwords or access or whatever. And I think a lot of people don't really know that about hacking, but that's really how Anonymous gets
stuff. Yeah.
You know, is because
they're not looking around people's desks for sticky notes that have a password on it, really. So
no, they make phone calls, you know, and pretend to be other people, and that's kind of how things go down. So we wanted to be able to make sure that this conversation stuff that we had was applicable, and you can't do that. You know, not that we're trying to be super realistic, but you just can't. It's silly to do that if you're wearing a tactical vest, right? So
that's really neat.
But we also penalize you because, you know, the armor on that is low. So being shot, you know, it's 1 or 2 shots, you're dead for sure. And then you have fewer space for ammo and gadgets and grenades. Cool. So pick what you like. But I would recommend the Covert Ops outfit for the most part. Okay. Just because we don't have the social engineering stuff in the challenge maps. So I think the benefits outweigh the costs on this end for covert ops. But you can also try the other one if you just want to see
what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Should I launch this bad boy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And then what happens is when I go in the co-op menu, then after you have started the game, you become the host, and then I'll just connect you.
That's cool. I'm digging that logo. That's a nice take on a emblem there.
You like it?
Yeah.
That's for our specials. This is a special unit, right? The Kingsbridge Executive, it's called.
I like it.
And if I could tell you a little bit while we're loading the backstory, the idea is that a bunch of NOC agents, non-official cover agents, have been dying off or being murdered and or dying or disappearing under mysterious circumstance, right?
Yep.
And this is like sort of in the mid-90s, 1996, after the Cold War, and both sides and the agents are being knocked off from both sides, of the former Iron Curtain. So Russian spies, American spies, East spies, West spies, that kind of thing, and the CIA and the FSB, which is what the KGB is now. They're called the FSB.
Yeah.
And the two of them are basically not, even though everybody's supposed to be cool with each other at this point, they're obviously not allies. So nobody really wants to share information. So a couple of like these middle management type guys, they go in and they secretly meet to share a little bit of info, and during that meeting they decide that they actually need to put some kind of response team together.
Okay.
And so they just siphon black money from Black Ops and staff the group with a bunch of people that are sort of those ragtag folks that nobody would be worried about or care if they kind of went missing.
Right.
Disappeared off the roster. So your team is made up sort of a misfit group of people. Katja, who is our spy,
Awesome.
is originally an electronics engineer, punk rocker, anarchist from like Russia, who basically. Oh, I see you found some people.
Don't worry, I was just saying hi to that guy.
Just testing the waters. That's
Yeah.
good. Sorry,
No, it's all good.
I will normally be more on top of.
No, we were going through the backstory. We were normally going through the
I
backstory.
should have been calling some of that.
No,
out
it's
for
all
you.
good.
Yeah. So the idea, is that this team gets put together, and Katja is a field agent, but she's quite an intelligent person, and so you end up getting this ragtag group. She's the sort of from the FSB side. Martin, who's the hacker that I'm playing right now, is from the NSA actually.
Cool.
And the idea is that with his backstory, he was kind of one of those pretentious computer types.
Yeah.
Like the kind of guy that likes to talk down to people and prove how smart he is a lot.
Of course.
And he ends up like hacking some oil pipeline stuff in the U.S. just to kind of
do it.
Just to do it and be like you guys, your systems are shit, or whatever.
That's awesome.
And he gets busted, and basically they kind of offer him this opportunity for his skills to either join up or go to jail forever. And that's kind of the situation that Katja was in as well when she joined up. They kind of caught her like she had control over a bunch of CCTV cameras all over like downtown Moscow, and was like spying on some people that she didn't like for her own reasons, and they're like, you've got a unique set of skills, let's have those.
Don't let her piercings and pins throw you off.
Yeah, exactly. So where we're at now is that we're the team at this point. We're doing like these challenge map missions, and when we go around doing stuff, I will have some extra vision sort of above you.
Yeah.
Like, because I can go through the different networks, or through the networks that are available in the level, and I can track dudes by looking through cameras. So the dudes aren't like just immediately put on my map. I actually have to hack into a camera, and then use the camera to spot them. And then they'll be put on the map, and then we just leave it there permanently because we thought it would be really dirty to make the hacker have to keep
doing those,
jumping back and forth between the cameras constantly just to keep an eye on guys, right? But so one of my responsibilities is to like disable cameras and that sort of thing, which I've done for the first camera pointed your way. So you can go out of the van. It looks like that guy who was originally really close to the van there is not there this time.
So it's all randomly generated, sort of, in terms of where they are located.
Well, we have some different starting positions and some different patrol paths, and then we randomize inside of those. So it's not like a procedural thing, but yeah, we preset that. The same with the camera positions, the same with the passcodes for all the locks and stuff like that. And then we have these doors that only you can sort of get through. They're regular lock doors, and basically you employ like a lock. We have like a lock picking game where you basically have to use a bump key to just bump the lock at different levels of force, and if you if you max out on the bump, you'll always open the door, but it also creates the most volume and also footprint, which I'll tell you about a little bit later, maybe. Just start off. Let's just pwn some dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, you can see I can tag these guys for you, right?
Yep. Yeah, they're coming on and off there. Yeah.
So that's 1 and 2. They're making their way towards you. I can basically kind of keep you updated on a little bit on their status and the direction that they're looking if you can't see them. And right now number 2 is kind of circling around in a way I really don't know what the heck he's gonna do yet.
I can go take out 2 and then hit 1.
Yeah, that would work, or 1 and then 2, since 1 is like really sort of he's getting on the other side of your. There you go. He'll just pop out there. Now press 1 to draw your weapon, right?
Yep.
And then to shoot, you have to aim by holding right mouse button and then left mouse button is shoot.
Oh.
There you go. Nice. And you shot him sort of behind a corner, which is great. Yeah. Because now that number 1 guy
to clean up.
Probably won't see him. Now there is another camera. I'm just gonna take care of it. It's okay. You're good. And you can see number 1 is gonna be facing you now.
The camera notification is nice because it gives you an idea of sort of oh, I keep on. Why is this there? I keep on clicking outside my screen. Sorry.
If you tap escape like twice, it should lock the mouse to your.
Oh, there we go. That's beautiful.
To your
no, the guard. There's a third guard there. So can I pick these dudes up? Should I be picking these dudes up to move them out of the way?
No. Right now we don't have any body moving mechanics. Gosh darn it! I'm gonna have to go grab
need a coffee. No worries.
Is that okay? Just give me a sec.
Yeah, it's not live television. It's all good.
Well, it's a little bit dry over here in Denmark today.
Oh man!
Thanks for the.
Are you guys in winter season? Hey.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it becomes this time of year where it's dark almost all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, so.
Oh yeah, my brother lives there actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm from Ottawa originally.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So here we go. Now we've got a couple options. We've killed a couple of dudes, which is great. And then you can see probably there's like this double security door thing over there. That goes into the lobby. You know, main lobby. We could probably go that way, but I'm guessing there's some guys in there.
Probably.
So we also have this alternate route. Like here you go, I'm tagging a guy inside. That's at least one guy in there right now. The other route is if you actually go past the doors and around the corner.
Okay.
Opposite direction. Sorry. Yeah, the other end.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
The game looks really good too.
Well, cheers. That's
no, it's like I'm digging it. This guy is gonna have a rough day.
Oh, is there a guy there?
Yeah. No, well, there was a guy there.
Okay, great. Yeah. So this this door is I think one that it'll probably say E to lock.
Yeah, to force lock.
Yep. So press that, and then you can see there's this meter going up and down.
Yeah.
And that meter, basically, inside of each of those sort of thick areas, sort of 1, 2, 3, are the force levels that you can apply. And like I said, if you go all the way to the top, you'll always open the door.
But it might be loud.
But you'll be the loudest.
Yeah.
And I'll just let you know that I don't have any cameras in the hallway. That's just on the other side of that door this time. So I don't know what's in there.
Right.
There could be a guy, but maybe not. I don't know.
We look not too bad. There is a green light. I don't know if that's a camera or not. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's a dude coming through.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Oh,
Cool.
This guy just wants to work, man.
So we also have some takedowns and stuff that you can do.
Oh, sweet.
But you have to do them, using the element of surprise. So walking up behind a guy is one totally legit way to surprise him. The other way you can do it is if you take cover on something by hitting control. Yeah, and then you get right to the edge. You'll see, like, Catch's character will kind of peek out a bit. Here you go for it. You'll get a prompt there somewhere.
Yes, I am Sam Fisher.
Victorious. Okay,
it.
so we got that guy, and actually you got him in a really good spot again because he's just around the corner from the door. So what we've got here is, we've got the main lobby, which is at least one dude, and I have him marked, but I'm thinking maybe let's not go that way because behind you there's a doorway on the left. That's some stairwell.
I'm so curious as to what you're looking at.
I'll show you next.
I know. It's just funny. It's like it's just asymmetrical co-op is always interesting, just because you're playing this whole separate game from the other person.
Yeah, exactly. But we have to work together.
Yeah.
So I'm just hacking. If you go up the stairs, but don't go through the door just yet. I'm just going to get the 2 cameras that are closest to the area.
Come on, Martin, I'm dying here.
Hang on, Catch, I'll get it. I'm on it. Okay, here we go. I got at least one guy here, and where is this number 2 guy? Okay, so you can definitely go. If you just gotta go all the way up the stairs.
Yep.
And then you can definitely go. Oh, hang on. Actually, number 3 is just coming around the corner. Okay, he's going back.
Oh yeah.
All right, you can go in the door.
Okay, I gotta do my little mini game here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. We'll see if they get. I'll let you know if they hear anything.
Oh, I got the level. I got the medium force.
Okay, number 2 is like kind of. He's not fully able to see the door yet, but he's kind of facing the corner. Oh, okay. Now he's going back. Great. So the first thing we want to do is when we get out that door is go to the right.
Okay.
Because you'll see there's like a double doors. In front of you, and that is where our first piece of intel is going to be.
Any cameras in here? Oh no, we're golden.
Nope. And then somewhere, I think there's a desk kind of thing on the other side that you'll be able to see it. It's like it should be a flashing thing.
Like an add modem?
Oh yeah. So you can totally add a modem. And I'll tell you
talking like 28.8 or 56K.
Oh, as maybe.
Is this gonna go off and make that screeching noise and set me up?
It does make a screeching noise, but currently we don't have it to alarming the guards though. Okay, so like either on that desk that's in front of you.
Yeah, I got a sick VHS tape.
Okay, that's not the one we need.
Uh-oh.
There's one more. So we get a few different. What we do is we scatter intel.
I see that.
Yeah, right around here. Yeah. There we go.
Mini
Perfect. Now
disc.
you got it. And now you can see in your top left side we got 1 of 1 now, right? Or 1 of 3, sorry. Yeah, cool.
That's it.
Okay. So it's another thing that we do. We have a lot of intel kind of scattered around the level. But for smash and grab, there's only some that are mission critical.
Yes.
So when you collect the other intel, the idea is that you'll be able to sell it for extra funding.
That's really cool.
And then that way there'll be kind of a maximum level of funding that you can get off of any particular level, sort of to avoid grinding.
Right.
Economy grinding, as opposed to just. So you can replay the level and it's worth it because you can still get stuff up to a certain max. But otherwise, that way we don't kind of like mess the whole economy up by letting you replay the same level 50 times and then having like all the money for your ragtag underfunded team. You know, it's like, oh no, now we're millionaires.
What's the box in the bottom right beside my gun and ammo?
Oh yeah, okay. Hit tab.
Yep.
You should see some gadgets
on cool.
right side and around the bottom. If you click on one of those, that'll put it into the slot there.
Cool.
And
awesome.
then if it's a thrown gadget like a grenade or a pager, I don't know which one did you grab.
I grabbed one of everything.
Okay, cool. If it's a thrown one like the grenade or the pager, you hold G down and you'll see like a sort of aiming arc.
Yep.
And then let go to throw, Q to cancel if you're holding it down and you don't like it.
Nice.
And then the Banshee, which is like Catch's signature weapon or signature gadget.
Oh yeah.
What it does
was that the Swiss Army knife?
No, that's what she uses to stab people with in the
right.
But the Banshee is like this radio transmitter, and what you do is when you activate it, it sends out like a signal burst, and it makes all the radios and walkie-talkies squawk really, really loud in the area, and it stuns anybody inside the AOE. So if you have that one equipped, all you have to do is just press G, and it'll fire off. You don't have to aim it or anything like that because it's just a surrounding of your character kind of thing. Okay, so what is our situation still is I've only got number 3 and number 2.
I can take out 3 here.
Yeah, take them.
I just need them to turn around.
Okay.
I'm the perfect run stealth guy. That's how I play. It's not OCD or anything. I just like doing it clean.
That's cool. I mean, our goal is to make sure that people can ghost the levels as well. He's just
I don't know what that was.
On some kind of strut. Did you see that?
Yeah, he just freaked out.
Yeah, he's like he's on a mission now. That's
he's gonna go.
That's bad. That's bad.
Oh, jeez.
He may be going off of his patrol routes now because he's kind of aggroed.
He'll come back if he knows what's good for him.
Yeah. So now if you're in cover right there, you hit Control to be in cover, and you'll get right up to the corner. And then you can still do a pop out by like holding right trigger. You'll pop out, and then left trigger shoot, and then you can release right trigger to slide back into cover. There you go. Okay, so our other 2 pieces of intel are on the far side of the building, but I think that maybe the safest way to go about that is to go down that long hallway that we started on, not the one that you're kind of on now, but the one back a little bit where number 1 is patrolling.
Okay.
If we go like down that far side, he should come down. He's been coming all the way down kind of into the corner.
Okay, good.
So you should be able to take him there, and then and then we'll just see how safe we are from that point. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna peek inside a couple of other cameras.
This guy is looking amazing. He has his arm on his hip, and he's just kind of
just strutting.
Yeah, just strutting. Oh, poor. I'm sorry. I broke your wrist. Now you're asleep. Shh. Only dreams now.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Fine.
I found his lover. He's in the locked door.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. Let's avoid that area. and
not be there.
And just cross that hall real quick. There you go, good, yeah, because number 2 is going to see you soon. Okay, now just straight in front of you, there's another locked door. That's a door we actually do need to get into.
Okay. Now, is that up to me or up to you?
It's actually up to both of us.
Oh.
So what I do first is I go in and I go into like the door's security node, and I find the password by using a password cracker. So and then you have to punch it in. So the number is 1005, 1005. And just so you know, there is a camera right inside that room, so give me 1 second, I'll disable it.
I see it.
Yep, disabled. Okay, so go ahead in, and then just at the back of the room, there is another piece of intel.
I noticed that when you hacked the camera, it no longer blinked at me with its shine.
That's right. Yeah, so now you can actually see when I'm in the camera and controlling it, the light's blue.
Oh.
Or teal, people call it.
Right, it's blue.
Yeah, that's like, I'm like, it's light blue.
That's not what I wanted.
Okay, so the other thing we could do, that number 1 guy is he's kind of facing where you could pop out, but he's not. Okay, now he's turning around, so that would be a great time to go in there. Oh shit, there's another camera.
Oh,
I got it. Okay, I got it. All right, nice. So our last piece of intel, actually, if you go straight up there,
Yep.
and then not this door, but the next door on your left.
This one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you get in it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, hang on a second, hang on. There's two guys in there, in that next room, and a camera.
Is this our? Oh, I like how these posters are in German.
Yeah,
Since
we're in
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, attention to detail, man. That's that.
Trying, but you never know. Could be some English words on some folders.
Integratat.
Yeah. Okay, so now 3 and 2 kind of are circling around that room there. 3's you can probably see him facing you. And,
3's gonna have a bad day.
I hope so.
3 is like just looking for his pension. Seriously.
He, used to be a cop, worked a really tough beat. Finally got an opportunity to take it easy in this private sector. Just working for a software company and murdered.
I'm sorry. I know you have kids to take care of. Maybe divorced. Who knows?
That's Otto there that you just took out.
Oh, you got names for them. That's awesome.
No, I just made
that'd be awesome if you guys had names for the models.
Yeah. So there's if you go in there, number 2 is kind of
the corner.
Well, he should be visibly blocked, and you can press C to crouch too. By the way.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
That'll let you.
And you got that camera, hey?
Yeah, I got it. So you should be able to prowl up behind him. And both walking and crouching, both are considered completely noise silent.
Okay.
It's just running. And if you hold shift down, you sprint, and that's considered obviously kind of loud. And I said we've been having a bit of fun this week trying to balance how fast they should respond to the sound of running based on how long it takes you to sprint up behind dudes and do a takedown, right?
That's so interesting.
So it's been an interesting week.
All those little balancing things.
Messing around with stuff, yeah. It's be like, oh, how fast does he have to go? Okay, so there's outside of the cubicle there, but around where you killed the second guy, there's a locked door again, and I got the code for you. It's 1401, and I just almost didn't. Okay, I did. I did disable the camera. Okay, and then there's one more piece of intel in there that we need to get, and then we just need to escape with our lives, and we're victorious.
I love it. Yeah. So how big is your guys' team over there?
It's 13 folks.
That's
13
pretty
peoples. Awesome. Yeah. And it's been, we kind of scaled up to that since the last game, while we've been working on this game to kind of make it happen. We just, in our first game, we just had one animator, and now we've got 2, which is pretty exciting.
Nice, you doubled your animation team.
At least 100% increase. Sometimes synergy counts for more. We've got a couple of designers, a couple of level guys, 3 programmers.
Awesome.
3 artists on the art team, and some QA user experience folks like me, and producers and that sort of thing.
Nice.
And so it's been going really great as far as for development stuff in the studio. That number 1 guy, if you just feel like killing him, you just go right ahead. I don't even feel bad about it. There you go.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, so now we need to get back to the ground floor outside front gate.
Okay.
So if we just backtrack, we should be cool. And while we're doing that, I can just tell you about the footprint thing. So the idea with footprint, this is another one of the things that we'll be putting sort of more detail into for the final release. Is that to reward people for playing, because this is really intended to be a stealth game.
Yeah.
And so we want to reward stealth gameplay, and so probably like the ultimate purest level of stealth is ghosting, right?
Yeah, totally.
And so we kind of have ghosting as like our thing that leaves the least amount of what we call footprint, and the footprint is like sort of the forensic data, both digital and physical, that you leave behind at the scene.
Okay.
So like if you kill people, if guards see you and then live through the level, then they're like a surviving witness.
That's
really
footprint, right?
That's really bad. But then again, also if you kill them and leave dead bodies, that's also footprint.
Right.
You know, the bullets that you fire off, if they kind of get left in the walls and that kind of thing, those are now ballistic data that we essentially are tracking. And then of course from the hacker side, any of like the more aggressive digital stuff that we actually don't have in now because it's set up for fighting the admin, which we took out at the beginning of before we started early access because, well, he was too hard, basically.
Yeah.
He/she was too hardcore. Like the way the programmers made the admin, it was just
too difficult.
Seek and destroy.
Right. I am sentient AI.
Yeah. Goodbye. So yeah, you would just be constantly kicked off. The idea of the admin is that if they ever actually catch the hacker's avatar, they boot you off the network. So then any of the stuff that we've done, like crack the key codes or keypads or disabled cameras, all that stuff gets reset.
Interesting.
So then I have to go back in and get new passwords and stuff like that. Yeah, so we leave this, forensic data of one kind or another, and then we collect the information that's left behind, and then we call that footprint. And one of the things that you get by leaving a low footprint is you get more funding. But the other thing is that we have this, sort of choice and consequence kind of thing going on, where the more aggressive that you play it, the more evidence you leave behind, the more likely it is that the people that you're tracking start discovering that you're on their trail.
Oh, interesting.
So like at the beginning of the story, like I said, these people are, these non-official cover agents, these spies are being, disappeared or being murdered. And nobody knows how, and obviously somebody is responsible for that. And that antagonist, or those antagonists, they don't know about you and your team at the beginning of the game because you've just been founded. Right. And nobody knows about you, right? So of course they are watching their back, though. So the more kind of evidence you leave in the trail that they know that they're kind of leaving behind, they know that there's, because they've been places that maybe there's areas that they should watch their back on, like choke points, as it were, to track any counterintelligence. They start discovering more and more about you and your team.
That's really neat.
And so then the kind of the cloak and dagger stuff starts to happen, because they can leave things for you, traps, or
right.
Or they can have more alerted enemies, or more enemies in a level because they're increasing security, that kind of thing.
That's cool. So it's kind of like your notoriety kind of rises as you do, as you're more active, I guess, instead of stealthy. That's really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
I mean, because there's no way to like stop players from being aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, we give them guns, we give them grenades. At some point people are going to want to use those, and of course we think that they have their time and their place, like they are relevant weapons for relevant situations. But if the more gung-ho you go with it, the harder, or really the more gung-ho the game is going to require that you be, or go, because there'll just be so many more guys that maybe you won't be able to sneak as easily as you would have if they didn't know about you, that kind of thing. So the people who want to play pure ghost kind of style will be rewarded for that play style throughout the game, as they go along. And then of course, on the other hand, people that play that like to mix it up a little bit more, they in a way are also getting rewarded because they're getting more enemies to mix it up with, or more challenges on the sort of more violent side.
That's really cool.
So yeah, it's shaping up pretty nice.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely digging that. That's really neat. I mean, the third person portion of the game, the sort of spy part, is just like, it's clean, it's tight, and I mean, obviously, yeah, there's another half to it that I'm like, it's crazy.
That you're gonna see right now.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's just like, yeah, that was a pretty fun stealth game, but now it's like, no, I got my buddy barking orders in my ear and stuff like that.